legitimately, there was a time not long ago where I discovered I can smell cocaine.
Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going? So much urine. So much urine. That's what you have to learn. When you're old, you don't pee more. When you drink whiskey, you pee a shitload.
If you're going to do anything like that, it should be there's nobody around. You're in a safe place, safe environment to mess with stuff, preferably somewhere where it's legal.
Hey, what's up, guys? So, the big question today is Rekieta Law false flagging channels now? Well, to get to that question, to have that question answered, rather, let's go over a few things that would otherwise fuel speculation on this being the case. So, from breaking Baldo news on BBN, we had Rekieta caught in 4K in the comments section of our good friend Elissa Clips. You know who Elissa is. She is how we put on our Friday shows, basically. Provides a lot of good clips there of Rekieta. Usually, about 95% of them are incriminating towards him, which is why he had previously threatened to strike her if she did not remove a certain clip that he did not like. Nick likes to keep this buried, but it is a very, very well-known thing. And of course, in true Nick fashion, he went ahead and he tried to downplay it and tried to make it seem like it wasn't that. Like that wasn't the case. But this is probably clue number one as to why you would think Nick is now flagging channels. Particularly my channel. Because I don't know if you guys saw in the community post, but I did get my first strike for quote-unquote harassment and bullying, and it just so happens that this is a Rekieta stream. However, there were other topics being talked about, nothing out of the nothing out of the usual, basically. However, there was one aspect to it. I will go over that, but first, let's get the Rekieta portion out of the way. So Rekieta is in the comment section of Elissa Clips, and he's seemingly doing what he's always doing, and he's fighting with people, calling them liars, etc, etc. Specifically on the video, the Old Rekieta Nanny and why she left, and it was directly to a comment made by a user named SchreeSR that stated that Chaney is the person who wanted to remain anonymous, and that's why Nick seems so hurt when responding to someone who asked if he found out who it was. Good for her. Funny enough, this tweet actually got Rekieta to finally talk on his Twitter account that he's been neglecting for quite a bit. He didn't really make many posts other than trying to accuse Josh and the kiwifarms again of being pedos, as well as trying to deflect onto Dr. Disrespect, basically saying, hey, look, this guy is bad. I'm not that bad by comparison. Which that in itself doesn't really make any sense, seeing as Nick's favorite part of American Beauty is the idea that the adult should have some kind of interaction with the minor. So again, it doesn't really make sense for him to be anti-Doc, given that he's pretty much into what Doc is into. He just kind of looks very, very weak on Nick's end, but of course, he still can't help himself. Although he's doing better now, so I'm thinking that his counsel might have gotten to him. Maybe he said, Nick, stop spewing diarrhea of the mouth on the internet. You're making this harder for me. Would make sense though, because he's been petrified to go live ever since as well, denying us of clips, content, and just catching him in more lies because Nick is a pathological liar. Now, on to whether or not I actually think this guy is flagging channels. Well, besides him threatening Elissa Clips a couple years back, there's also the instance where Ralph, that's Ethan Ralph, basically said that Rekieta told him to flag Elissa Clips. So there was that situation. It's very possible that Nick might have eventually saw and stumbled upon my videos or anything of that sort, seeing as how me and Destiny for some reason, are the top search terms when it comes to Rekieta. Probably because we're the biggest channels that have either mentioned Rekieta or consistently talking about him. In my case, I still consider myself to be a relatively small channel. But it's quite interesting to note. And I wouldn't really put it past Nick, and I definitely would have put it past Ralph or the Baldo guards. However, there's one thing that I kind of have to put out there. There was only one stream that was struck, and that was the stream we did the other day. Coincidentally, we were also talking about another group of softies, and that would be the commentary community. The commentary community softies, I mean, yesterday was probably the hardest I've been on them, and they themselves have been known to do some, let's just say, kind of underhanded stuff. Over that time, they stalked that one content creator that wasn't even on the platform anymore. They were stalking his social medias and such. And just so everybody knows, this was a group chat that people try to downplay as just quote-unquote shit-talking, even though there was a lot of verifiable information being posted there of certain individuals. Most particularly one individual who they all had a petty vendetta against. There were seemingly plans to flag this person if they had not already. And one of the people, or most of the people that I talked about in a negative light yesterday from the CC, were in that group chat that is known for flagging and life ruination, or attempted life ruination at least. This is another one of those open secrets that was kind of buried under the rubble and you never really hear much about because it wouldn't be in their best interest to talk about it. If they ever do, they try to meme it into existence, as most e-celebs try to deflect and do that. You've seen this many times with Rekieta himself until he really couldn't anymore, probably because of the drugs affecting his ability to function properly and plan. Now again, both of these parties have plausible deniability, but it's still interesting and funny to note that again, I got my strike when I started talking negatively about the CC, that niche little bubble of softies. Kind of interesting. I already outlined what's gonna happen in my community post, but I will say it here. Going forward, we're still doing the streams, baby, every Friday night, same time, blah blah blah. But you might want to have notifications on if you don't already. And you might actually want to be there at the time, because we're gonna set a goal of $100. If we don't reach that, the VOD will be going members only, because I'm gonna risk my channel getting struck. I want to at least get 2 tubs of G Fuel on my way out, ladies and gentlemen. Additionally, though, just to make it fair, not act like, you know, keeping everything behind a paywall or anything, clip channels are allowed to clip me at any time. I won't be threatening you like Rekieta did to Elissa Clips. Hell, I encourage it. You can even go to past streams that I've had and put that up as well. Just be warned, I could get a little crazy, a little unhinged sometimes with what I say. Should probably dial that back a little bit because it makes it easier for these people to come at me. But it is very interesting, though, for another reason. All the SEN hate I'm sure you've seen, all the numerous, what I like to call, cancellation attempts. And I don't mean a cancellation attempt in the way that like a Nux Taku means it, because you're unfairly criticized or you perceive it to be that way. I mean, legitimately, people say some of the most horrible things about me. And they've been saying it, even going away from the original story that was posted on kiwifarms, which was, in a sense, disregarded as a nothing burger, essentially. But they just, I don't know, man. I guess people couldn't really work the whole, let's just try to cancel SEN and smear him into oblivion. I guess it didn't really stick. So now the next alternative is to just go out and flag. In a way, I'm kind of honored, because it proves my point. Despite the fact that people had worked so hard to bury me, essentially, it comes down to the almighty flag. Like, oh, the smear attempts didn't work? Alright, I guess it's time to just go ahead and just flag this motherfucker. We'll try to silence him some other way. Again, I'm very honored to my rogues gallery and anybody that dislikes me because I hurt your feelings, or I told you that your favorite e-celeb sucks and I pointed it out. I'm very honored that you have to go and be reduced to this now. Again, nice little ego boost, proves my point, all good. But regardless, guys, I appreciate the SENny squad, anybody supporting the videos, the channel. Buy a hat for your hat, that's code for get a membership. If you like to support it even more, or you could simply like and share the video because YouTube ain't gonna do it for me, and it really helps out the channel. And hey, it's freaking free, alright? Everybody likes free stuff. But until next time, guys, I will see you all in the next video. I hope you guys are having a great day. Follow my other social media. You can get my Twitter. I'm a little more unhinged there because I don't really care about losing that one so much. It's kind of dead. You can follow me there. I also post when my videos go live as well. you can go ahead and join the upload only Discord. I don't really have anybody to moderate that shit, so I don't want to put a general chat or anything. You know what fuckery can happen on the Discord. But I do add everyone's, and it's essentially a second notification in case you guys are, I don't know, on the Discord, being a Discordian, and then you just see an alert. Yeah, that's gonna probably be a new video. No, and I haven't emphasized this before, but I'll do it now. I would really appreciate, like, an insta-like on the first, like, anytime I drop a video, right? Be one of the first 10 likes. And then let me know that one of the first 10 likes were you in the comment section down below. First 10 comments, I will guaranteed reply to regardless. So get your first 10 comments in and get your first 10 likes in. Anyway, that's all I have for this video, guys. Once again, have a great rest of your weekend whenever you see this video. And I will see you all in the next upload. Goodbye.